give it up for Dana Bizzarrino Ramsey, president and founder of Creativo, a digital marketing agency. So take it away, Dana.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you so much. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about how you can create valuable content that will resonate with your audience and therefore convert into leads and sales. So before we dive in, I do have a question that I'd like to ask everyone, and you can feel free to raise your hand. So how many of you struggle with creating content, whether that's for your website or for your social media platforms? So 1, 2, okay, I'm putting my hand up too, because I also struggle, even though I do this for a living, I do sometimes struggle. So there's a few. So after today, we're going to hopefully get you creating content like a pro. So what exactly is content marketing? Content marketing is a marketing strategy that is used to attract, engage, and retain your audience through creating and producing and sharing content like podcast episodes, articles and blog posts, any course content, webinars, presentations, social media images like videos, Instagram Reels, TikToks, and YouTube videos. It's basically anything that has been digitally created. It helps establish your expertise and it promotes your business or brand, and it keeps you at top of mind when it's time for your audience to ultimately buy what you are offering or what you're selling. It's about delivering value and not just about promoting or selling your service or product. So there's a lot of layers that go into creating valuable content. And valuable content is anything that answers any common questions or touches upon any pain points. So it includes explanations and it can demonstrate any key processes. So one thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to creating content that delivers value is to just keep it simple. We tend to overcomplicate things sometimes, and we get into our own heads when it comes to planning and creating, especially when it comes to the aesthetics part, because we just want to make sure that everything is perfect. Why exactly does content marketing matter? Well, it matters because creating content in a strategic way helps you stand out in your industry and connect with your audience on a deeper level based on the types of content that you are sharing with them. So it can help you generate leads and sales, build awareness around your brand or business, establishes your authority within your own industry and your profession. It improves your SEO and website traffic by having them redirect to your website when they are ready to buy from you. And it attracts customers and creates loyalty to your brand or business. So before you begin creating your content, you really need to know who you are creating for. So who exactly is your target audience? And that's also known as a customer persona, which there's probably a few of you that have heard that term before. And so when it comes to identifying your target audience and creating that persona, you want to know who they are. So what are their demographics and their interests? What problems do they have? What are you trying to solve for them? Where are they consuming content? Are they reading blog posts? Are they looking at social media? Are they listening to podcast episodes? Are they watching YouTube videos? What types of content resonate with them the most? And one way to help you is to look at your current customers. So what kind of feedback are you getting from them? Are they leaving any notes or surveys? Are they asking any questions via email or social media messages? You can also check your Google Analytics on your website and your social media analytics to find out who is consuming your content, because it'll tell you who it is and how they're consuming it and actually when. And keep in mind, don't create content for everyone. So if you think that you serve everyone, the chances are that you actually don't. So creating content for everyone, it's actually going to make it harder to connect with people and convince them to work with you or buy from you because you're not specifically talking to them or giving them a reason to buy from you. So if you've been creating content in hopes of reaching as much people as you can, I would suggest to niche down a little bit and be as specific as you can. So really figuring out who your ideal client is and what you'd like to say to them and how is very important, which goes back to finding out who exactly your target audience is. When you create your content, think about this marketing funnel right here. So, at the very top of the funnel, you have the awareness, which educates and attracts. So, think of anything like blog posts, podcast episodes, any type of videos, social media updates. The middle of the funnel is evaluation, or also called consideration, which helps the decision making. So, think of surveys, webinars and presentations, any type of in-depth guide or courses. And at the very bottom of your funnel is the conversion, which is where you're going to drive them into action. And so you'll do that by any type of reviews, offering any free trials or demonstrations, comparison sheets, things like that. So your content should help move your customer through this buying journey each time. So when it comes to creating, you want to create with these 5 things in mind. So you're going to want to solve their problem. Why should they stop to consume this piece of content that you are creating? Be engaging, use relatable language, keep the language very simple and easy to understand. Do not use any industry jargons that they don't understand, and use any appropriate graphics and data if necessary. And use SEO, which is search engine optimization, practices by incorporating proper keywords in your descriptions and copywriting. And try to keep it consistent in your tone and your posting schedule. The worst thing that you can do is you build up an audience of loyal customers by, posting regularly, and then all of a sudden you don't post anything for months and you just leave them hanging. So don't leave your audience hanging by sort of coming in and out whenever you please. And the last thing is to include a call to action. So encourage the next steps that they should take. Do you want them to subscribe to your channel? Do you want them to buy a product, download your course, or do you just want them to simply inquire about something? And a little bonus tip is to not keep it strictly educational. So mix up your content with educational posts and entertainment posts, like behind the scenes, any type of testimonials. Of course, you can include promotional and sales material in there as well. And don't be afraid to leverage any user generated content that your customers have created for you on their behalf. So if someone makes an Instagram story, for example, talking about a service that you did or showcasing a product that they bought from you, share that to your story so that it can reach your audience. And I know firsthand that creating content can be very time consuming and at times it can lead to burnout. So don't be afraid to repurpose your content as much as you can. So if you're writing a blog post, turn that blog post into a LinkedIn article. And then from there, you can break it down into an Instagram carousel, for example. You can even go one step further and make it into a YouTube video. So if you have something that you have created either 6 months or more that is relevant in this moment, take that piece of content and repurpose it into either a new blog post, a new YouTube video or a new Instagram post, for example. You could have created the best piece of content out there, but if you're not going to be distributing it properly, it's not going to be seen by the people who need to see it, which is why, going back, it's very important to know who exactly your audience is. So once you've created your content, how exactly are you going to know if it's performing well? Well, you need to track the success and adjust as needed. So check your website traffic, your social media engagement, their contact form signups, sales pages. How are they doing? When you know what's working, you can create more of that type of content. And when you know what's not working, you can scale it back and make any necessary changes and then test it out and see how people are responding to it. When you're strategic with your content, you will start to see the results. It is a slow process that takes time, but like anything, if you are consistent and patient, you will start to see the results. So, know your audience, create content that solves a problem. Don't be scared to repurpose your content. Track your success and optimize it as needed, and stay consistent and be patient. So content marketing as a whole content marketing and marketing as a whole is a long-term game. And because content creation can be a full-time job, I am here to help if you need assistance. So I'm offering everyone in this presentation an exclusive discount of 15% off any of my custom social media management packages or content creation services. So if you are interested in learning more about that, just head over to my website. But don't forget to mention this presentation when you inquire. And this offer does expire at the end of the month on March 31st. So if you are curious, please don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you guys for listening today. And please feel free to connect with me on social media. I have a QR code at the bottom there that you can scan to instantly access all of my information there. So thank you.